best taste.
I had the best tea.
Yes.
Now the recipe, I have to cook it. I have to make a recipe. One of the ingredients in that recipe is sugar or honey.
Okay.
And so now the question is, how much honey do I put into my recipe?
All right.
And I could put in none, but then it would be bitter. I could put in too much, and it would be liquid candy. So there's somewhere in between that's going to be the right amount. And my claim is that I should not put in the amount which tastes the best. That's the point. I should put in less honey than that. Because
how do you know where to stop? I mean, why a little less sugar or a little bit sugar on the left side?
Yes.
Why did you stop on a specific point? You didn't go a bit upper or a bit lower?
well, so
Because the taste also is going to be, the price is going to be marginally changed. Why did you stop in this specific point? If you go in the previous graph,
yeah, so
this, the one before,
why did I stop?
the taste of the sugar.
So
Why did you stop in this specific left point instead of a bit higher or a bit lower? How do you make this recipe choice?
well, I wanted to get to the point where there wasn't a big decline in taste.
But you can do it a bit higher, a bit lower.
Well, I know I don't want to go higher, right? Because higher is getting... And so the question is, how steep should that curve be? And I knew that as long as it's pretty flat, it makes a lot of sense to keep going. And then the real question is, at what point do people start saying, you know, this really isn't sweet enough, I'm not going to drink this? And so we wanted to get to the point where people would say, yeah, it's not quite as sweet as I'd like, but it's sweet enough. And wow, look how few calories. And we did some focus groups where we asked people to try it, and that's the reaction we were looking for. Okay?
But this recipe has changed all these years because after a while the 0 calories revolution came, and
so we have now teas with 0 calories, with no sweeteners. We had 9, 17, 30, and 50. And so we're trying to fill out that whole range. So just like other people think that they have lemon, lime, grape, root beer, we sort of have no calories, 10 calories, 20 calories, 30, 40, and 50. And you can kind of choose how sweet you want in the range of unsweetened products.
But the curve has changed, or do you use the same curve?
I think the answer is not everyone is Alina. And so some people have peaks that would be at 40, some people would have peaks at 20, and so they can choose their different products. Or it takes a little while to change and adapt. And if you're a Snapple drinker, it's a little bit of cold turkey to go all the way to honest tea. But if you start at 50, and then you can move yourself to 30. Because your tastes adapt. And after you start drinking honest tea, for a week, you can never go back.
How dishonest is...
Very.
No. How do you know what I'm going to ask? How dishonest is artificial sweetness?
So one of the, when you start off, you think, oh, does a brand actually mean anything? Because you just made it up. Is there a mission statement that so these are just words. But it was pretty clear to us that the name Honest Tea meant that we couldn't do some things. So we could not use artificial sweeteners, because that's not honest.
Undermine your theory.
I undermine our theory by being honest.
About taste and sweetness.
How so?
Because if calories are thrown away, because